Mr. Met, do you like Peyton Manning in the first round this year? Mrs. Met, how about Rob Gronkowski in the third?
Adam Wainwright started this fantasy football league, and he called me and wanted me to help him out with kind of the New York chapter of it. And it's very cool because it combines two things that we're into as players. Doing especially local charities with the Ronald McDonald House of Manhattan, Ronald McDonald House of Long Island, and also playing fantasy football. So it's something that you enjoy coming here, and it's kind of a fun event to raise money.
How is it like to play with some fans and make some new friends doing this as well?
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome, because there's no better way to break the ice than to talk trash about, somebody's pick. So I think that, nobody's taking it too serious, and, we're able to kind of rib each other, along.
You're drafted from the 8th spot, Jonathan. You took Jimmy Graham. Was that a question for you?
There's no question. I figured he would go earlier than that, but with him dropping to 8, it was a no-brainer.
Any consideration of Peyton Manning and his 51 touchdowns at that position or on the turn?
Well, Peyton Manning had been drafted before that, so I couldn't pick him. So I think Jimmy Graham was a no-brainer.
Right, and you also have a lot of wide receiver depth with Randall Cobb and picked Sammy Watkins up late. What do you expect from the rookie this year?
I'm hoping he does well. He's kind of on a tough team, but we'll see. He's got a lot of talent. Makes outstanding catches. Not really happy with my receivers, but since I got Jimmy Graham, he kind of acts as a receiver, so not mad about that.
Right, certainly nothing to be mad about with Jimmy Graham. And also, you took Matt Ryan. He disappointed some fantasy owners last year, but is in a pass-heavy offense. You expect a bounce-back year from him?
Absolutely. Well, he lost his receivers last year, so he's got them back. So I think he's gonna have a bounce-back year. And, he's a great, intelligent quarterback, and, I think he's going to put up some points.
All right, and last question for you. Which was your favorite pick outside of the top 5 rounds that you selected?
My favorite pick is obviously Carlos Hyde. I'm a big Buckeyes fan, so I drafted Gore and, kind of handcuffed him with Carlos Hyde. So, I'm a big Buckeyes fan, so I love that pick.
A lot of trash talking going to be happening?
We don't need fantasy football to trash talk, but yes, there will be a lot of trash talking going on.
What was your strategy today?
Strategy today, kind of just let the board show you what to do. Like all the players, it's just where you're going to get them. So we're having a lot of fun over there. A lot of guys at the table really know what they're doing. So it should be a lot of fun. And it's going, it's a great cause. Get Ronald McDonald House and Adam Wainwright and the Cardinals have been able to start.
Ronald McDonald House, basically what we do is provide temporary housing for pediatric cancer patients and their families. We're the largest house in the country, and we have so many families that come to our house and really appreciate what the Mets and in particular what David Wright does for us, and we really appreciate their support.
What's a personal story you could share of some families?
There's so many families and there's so many stories. I think what we say here at the Ronald McDonald House is there are kids first and cancer second. We want them to experience all the joyhoods of childhood, and we got so many programs and activities that we do at the house. So we really make it a happy house for the families.
How much of a difference does it make for the kids to be around baseball and baseball players and stuff?
It's a thrill. It's a real thrill for the families. They've been to several Met games here, and they really enjoy it. And it takes their mind off of what they're going through and in battling cancer.
Awesome. It's been awesome. You come in here and you're not sure, how much, how knowledgeable they are, and then you come in here and realize you better get your mind right because there's not a whole lot left, a whole lot of talent left. So it's been a lot of fun, great opportunity for Mets fans to get together and raise money for Ronald McDonald House.
Who are your top 3 quarterbacks, Dan?
My top 3 quarterbacks, I would have to go Manning, Breeze, and Rodgers.
David, you drafted 4 running backs with your first 7 picks. I believe it was Rashad Jennings, Le'Veon Bell, Shady McCoy, and Frank Gore. Is that the right one?
That is correct.
Can you tell me a little bit about that strategy?
Well, it was a 10-team league, so I figured try to go best available for those first few rounds and wait on a quarterback, especially after Scott got Stafford right in front of me. So I figured I'd wait on a quarterback and wait on a tight end. He took Julius Thomas right in front of me also. So those were 2 guys I was looking at, and since I didn't get those guys, I just decided to stock up on running backs and some wide receivers.
We got a lot of depth at the position, which is always a positive thing. You mentioned quarterbacks. Tell me why you drafted 3 in a 10-team league.
Corner the market. I just started trying to go best available, and I like Cutler, and then surprisingly late in the draft, both RG3 and Kaepernick were available, so I hopped on those guys. So we'll see if the strategy works out, but as long as I beat the king, Scott, I'll be good with that.
And I see that you picked up on Terrence Williams, who is one of my favorite later round sleepers. What do you expect from him this year?
Well, I figure that could be a dynamic offense with Tony Romo and obviously Dez taking a lot of attention on the other side. So I just like good offenses with good quarterbacks, and that fits the bill.
Me too. Now, lastly, this event is for a great cause. Could you just tell us a little bit about that?
Just an incredible event, and obviously this is the first year, and we expect it to get bigger and better. But Adam Wainwright started it in St. Louis, and he called me and asked if I'd be interested in kind of starting it up in New York, kind of a New York chapter. And just 2 things I really enjoy doing: fantasy football and some charity work. And to be able to help out the Ronald McDonald House of Manhattan and Ronald McDonald House of Long Island, pretty special. So you're combining those 2 things, and got a lot of help from my teammates, Matt Harvey, Dillon Gee, Jon Niese, Daniel Murphy came out to the draft also, so it was a fun time.
All right, I'm Jennifer Millman with the Fantasy Sports Network. Thanks for joining us for a great day of fantasy football drafting at Citi Field.